So now we're going to go in depth of what the Elasticsearch is capable of. This is a very brief introduction, but in other modules we're going to be exploring the tools that come from this. So there are three basic things you want to do in the Elasticsearch: mapping, analysis, and search queries. Okay, so mapping is basically defining the fields that are going to go into your documents. As I said before, dynamic mapping is the standard way of mapping Kobo Toolbox files that are CSV files into the Kibana, and it's not perfect, so therefore we have to see how to parse them. Now, I also want to introduce you to the other meta fields like index ID, which is the document ID. So that is that is also something we need to change besides the UUID. And then we have the source and the version. So let's go back to Kibana. Sorry, that's from the other module. And let's go to the CSV tools in order to completely import one of the CSV files. So let's override the settings, and basically these are all the settings we need to override since the last question. So the ID was the document identification. So what you can change it to is doc ID. You can come up with better names. This was the node ID. Submission time, you could do subtime, status, and then index, which is just like, it can be anything else, but in this case let's put Arcan. It's still gonna ask us for an index name after that, and then we import. Then let's do something else like testing Arcan, and that should work, and it did. And that's how you fully import files, CSV files into the Kibana. I strongly suggest that you look for better ways of naming your files. Then we can come here to create a visualization in the Visualize tab, and we create a visualization. As you can see, you can choose different forms, and we have the data set over here. So you click on it and then you come here. However, once you start doing a visualization, you'll figure out that it's way harder than it seems because the data that is extracted from the toolbox is not perfect. So let's go back to the presentation. Now that we have covered that, in the following module, we're going to explore mapping, and we're going to export how to manage documents. And in another module, we're going to do the analysis and the analyzer, which you can see the analyzer consists of 3 different fields. So basically, this is a search tool. From all the data we have, we can extract a big amount of characters. We can filter those characters and create tokens from them. And then the tokens are basically as if we were in a Google search, searching for a website. Those tokens are basically what, when searching for a website, are the main fields that the search looks for. But then from the tokens, we can narrow down more information by using a tokenizer, and we can filter out undesired tokens, which we will explore in another module. And then we have search queries. There are 2 types of search queries: term level queries and full text queries. And we're all going to cover this further on.